And simply welcome you to 15 Minute Studio, where we have a lady I told you is doing something exceptionally wonderful in the world of education. But let's get to give you an icebreaker. When we come back, we get to have our chat.
Our guest in the 15 Minute Studio this week is a social entrepreneur, educator, toy designer, ETHNIKOS collection, children's book author. Ajuma Ataguba began her educational career at Federal Government Girls College, Boko, proceeded to Kaduna Polytechnic, where she acquired a HND in real estate and a postgraduate diploma in education, leadership and management at the Benue State University, Makurdi. Ajuma Ataguba is a member of AWEP, Africa Women's Entrepreneurship Program, a U.S. Department of State initiative targeted at African women to promote trade between Africa and the U.S. She has various awards to her credit, one of which is 2003 Merit Award for Outstanding Contribution to the chapter. Ajuma has held various positions. They are President, Ikoyi Junior Chambers, from January 1995 to January 2006. Executive Assistant to the Minister, Ministry of Solid Minerals Development, Abuja, 2006 to 2007. She was also Director, Anti-Maggie's School, Makurdi in Benue State, from 2007 to 2008. Mabek Investment Limited, Abuja, 2009 till date. Please join me as we welcome a selfless, amiable lady, lover of children, to our 15 Minute Studio.
Seated right here with me. Welcome to 15 Minute Studio again, Ajuma. Nice to have you.
Thank you very much.
I was going through your CV and I got intrigued. First degree is real estate. And eventually you went into education. At what point did you know it was education for you?
Well, when I looked at the situation and the plight of education in Nigeria, and it dawned on me that there was need to make a contribution in that field. And my way of doing that was, to get into that field and support and begin to help develop society. Yes.
And it wasn't difficult switching from a different field to a different field. You fitted in very well?
I fitted in very well because I'd had a lot of experience mentoring through several non-profit organizations that I was a part of. So I had the teaching talent in me naturally, and so that helped me in flowing when I got into the sector.
Really, you are doing something exceptional. You went into education, you took it headlong, and you're doing something I call very creative. I've never really seen it before, teaching through the toys. How did you evolve that?
Yes, okay. From a very early stage in my life as a kid, I learned how to make clothes for my dolls because my mother had a sewing institute. She was a singer, machine franchisor those days, So I picked up the skills, making the clothes, knitting and all of that, and it evolved into making dolls and toys, at a later stage when I now acquired, proper sewing skills, and whilst I got into education and I started to use some curriculum to teach the children, and I now saw how using the toys, was a very good and important tool to teach a child, For example, you can teach a child colors, you can teach a child geography, like this is an octopus. You can find the octopus in the sea. So you can easily also teach the child about the parts of the octopus. That's also teaching science. You can teach the child about numbers. You can talk about the 2 eyes, the 1 nose, the 1 mouth, and the 8 legs of an octopus. So it's an easy way to teach whilst not putting a book right in front of the child. And that helps the child learn quickly, you know, and commit the information to memory in a fun and interesting way.
Very, very creative. You made that yourself?
Yes.
Okay, I noticed, because I tried to look at a lot of your toys, you know, on the internet, and I found out a lot of them are based on animals. Any special reason for that?
Yes, animals put you in touch with nature. Animals, what intrigues me most is most animals are untamed, not unlike we human beings that you have to look after, and they're still surviving, you know, and it's very intriguing. It's very, very intriguing when you see how animals, you know, are created. Yeah.
You are a member of Advisory Board of Women Business Network Lagos, and your focus was at a point developing and growing of women-owned businesses. Talk to us about this.
Yes, we find that a lot of women don't take time to organize their businesses. Their foundation is normally weak. No matter the passion they have, you know, deploying it into their businesses, they still don't get to that place where the men get to. And this is because simple things like putting together a business plan is a tall order for a lot of women. When you talk about figures, they shy away from the figures. It's about a beautiful idea, and they're diving into it to do the business without market research or any other investigation. So through organizations such as the WBN at the time, we bring women together, train them, bring in resource persons who are skilled in finance, in financial consulting and all of that, to show them simple basics of keeping your books, planning your business, and pricing, marketing. All of that information you need to put a business together and advance.
Right, you were and still are involved with an organization that has a lot to do with youth mentorship. And I'm wondering, with your wealth of experience, how do we rechannel the strength of our youth, you know, from being restless to more positive use?
A lot of youths need mentorship. They need to see good role models in the society. And it's this is a call that the adults need to do much more. We need to reach out to the young ones and begin to teach them skills, put them together voluntarily. We must acquire and build the culture of volunteering, which there's a dearth of that in Nigeria. Most kids abroad, when you look at their CV, in fact, you won't typically graduate from school if you've not volunteered doing an assignment or the other, because that gives you experience. So it's not all about money, money, money. You must work to get paid. You have to give free service. As you're giving free service, you also acquire experience from that.
From maybe the secondary school age, holiday period.
Holiday. Children should be out rendering some sort of service. And organizations such as the Junior Chamber, which I was very active in, this is what we do for the youths. You know, we bring them together, even at the tertiary institution level. They acquire simple knowledge like public speaking, time management. You have to come for a meeting. It's 10 o'clock. You have to be there. You're trained to be there
On
20
time.
minutes on time. So it's a culture you acquire, and it translates into how you perform in later life.
Right, let me go back to your toy, because it's for me, it's something I've seen a lot of toys, you know, in the shop, but I've never seen a toy designer.
Oh, really? Okay.
I'm wondering, What does it take to produce maybe an octopus like you have? What materials do I need, and what kind of concentration time do I need to put in?
Okay, it starts with the concept first. Yes, the concept, and when I visualize the concept, I have an idea or picture of what I'm trying to design, and then I draw it. Then after drawing it, I cut out the pattern of the different parts of the body of the particular toy, and then after I cut the pattern, then I place it on the fabrics. After placing on the fabrics, then you now cut, and after cutting, you stitch together, and after stitching, you now stuff with the filling. And then in the process, you put in the eyes or the different accessories the way you want, and then seal it up finally, and then you have a toy.
Well, I saw you somewhere with your numerous children, teaching them with toys and singing at the same time. You also teach them to sing, and like you said, you do a bit of it too. I'd like to hear, for the interest of all the young ones who are watching you, do them a rendition, just a little song.
Okay. My name is Aliko. My name starts with the letter A. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. So the child gets to learn the alphabets. The child gets to learn the sound of A, A. The name of the alphabet is Aliko. Aliko belongs to the ETHNIKOS family.
Right.
It goes on and on and on.
I know they will love it so much. Now, when you're not busy working, what do you do to unwind?
I like reading a lot. I like reading a lot of books, leadership books, and I like going sightseeing, driving around the countryside, taking in the views, and that helps me calm down.
On a party note, really, I'd like to have a word or two for our team and viewers, the young ones again, because I know your work is a focus on them, on how to ensure that they remain stable in life as they grow.
One of the keys to success in life is to be focused and to believe in yourself. Go for it. Whatever ideas you have, whatever it is that you want to do, go for it and be consistent.
Right? So somebody is saying something right here. They want to hear another voice from you, another song. Let's give them that pleasure.
Okay.
One of the songs you teach the children.
Okay. My name is Octico. My name starts with the letter O. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q.
That's a wonderful one. Thank you so much for coming.
Okay.
And we don't want to leave the parents out of this completely. I'd like to know really what is the role of parents in ensuring that, just as you advise, that the children should be focused on what is the role of parents, and at what stage should they really begin to put in that that knowledge, that ability to stay focused on the children.
Yes. Teaching doesn't only happen in the school. Teaching happens at home, and therefore parents must first of all create the time to look into the schoolwork of their children. We find a lot of parents, mom running helter-skelter, dad running. Someone needs to commit some time and look, pay attention to what the child is learning. Now, whatever you put into a child in the very first early years, between the first 1 year to 6 years, the child's brain is like a sponge at the time and soaks in
Everything.
and that goes a long way. So you can really mold your child at that very early age by what you. So parents should read to their children, have all kinds of different kinds of developmental toys.
Right. We will definitely ensure that parents get to buy enough of this and then ensure that their children learn with it, just as you advised. On that lovely note, to say thank you and keep doing the good work. I have learned a whole lot. Maybe when we're out of the camera, you teach me how to do, not octopus, I'm not sure I like that.
Thank you.
All right.